Hi everyone, welcome to the another video of Cucumber tutorial. So in our last video, we have seen how to create a Maven framework and how to install the Cucumber plugin. And we have seen about what is feature file and what is BDD and what is gherkin. Okay. So if you don't see the first video, please watch the first video and come back to this video. Okay. So we have created a feature file. So now we have to create the step definitions to match this feature file. Okay, because every feature is written under plain English by using the Gherkin language. So now this simple line English statement implementation has to be converted as a step definitions. Okay, so that's how the feature file and step definition is mapped in the Cucumber. So now if you want to generate the step definition, so now we have taken this example from here, right? So what are the examples that they have given under the Selenium WebDriver? This is what the feature file I have just copied here. And you can see they have given some examples. So you can copy paste this one, but this is for the example, right? You cannot use this for your use case. So now what you have to do, you have to go here to the Eclipse. So after installing the Cucumber plugin from the Eclipse marketplace, so you can right click on this page and you can go to the run as Cucumber feature. Otherwise, you can right click here also and you can go as a run as Cucumber feature. Okay. So the moment when you run as a Cucumber feature, the steps will be the snippets, right? So the step definition snippets will be automatically generated that you can take it from the console. Okay. So now I'm going to do that. So right click here, just run as a Cucumber feature. So as soon as run here, you can see it is coming up the undefined scenarios. Oh, which means you can implement the you can implement missing steps with the below snippets. Okay, the implementations in the step definition it is missing. Okay, so by default, the Cucumber will understand, it will identify that the particular steps are written or not. Okay, so now I'm going to copy this. Okay, this is the same what you see in the browser that they have given in the examples. Okay, you can see the same line. Okay, so here also you can see here, given I'm Googling, right? So this is what it is coming. So now we have to create one feature file. Step definition. So I'm going to create one package here because I want to manage packages and features in the separate packages. So this one I'm going to give it as a steps. Okay. So under this, I'm going to create one class by the name of Google search. Okay. So here I'm going to do the implementation. So the implementations, whatever we got it here, right? The snippet. So we can directly copy it from here and you can paste it from. Okay. So here you can see it will ask you for this import. Just do the import mouse over here and make sure it is getting imported from io.cucumber. Okay. So this one also and this one also because all three keywords are different. Given, when, then, and make sure this is got imported from the io.cucumber. Okay. So these two lines are not required. So I'm going to delete them. Okay. So after deletion, like for example, what is the first line here? I am on the Google search page. So what we want to do, we want to launch the browser, right? So you have to launch your driver. It can be any driver. So I'm going to create the driver here. Okay. So I'm going to declare the web driver variable here. Okay. So just import this web driver. Okay. I think before that, we have to add the Selenium dependencies. So let me go here. Because we just added only Cucumber dependencies. Okay, so Selenium, this is a recent version. I'm just copying them. So let's wait for download it. So now let's do the import. Okay. So now I can directly create the Chrome driver. Okay. So this is done directly. You can do this if you use the recent version of Selenium because you don't want to set the system variables or you don't want to use the web driver manager package also, in class also. So here I'm on the Google page. So I'm going to initiate the driver.get the Google page. Okay. So after this, I search for some keyword, right? So that keyword is going to come from my feature file, which is cheese. Okay. So let me change it to something else. For example, let's take to cucumber PDG. Okay. Let's go with the same thing because they have validation something here. So cheese. Okay. So here we want to enter something on the Google search. So I'm directly writing the element, driver.find element by name, which is Q dot send this, right? So here I'm going to send this keyword. So I'm just renaming the parameter name as a keyword and I'm sending it here. Keys dot enter. Okay. So I'm doing the search. After this, I just want to confirm the page title. It should be coming with the name of the cheese. Okay, so that is what they are validating. The page title should be start with the cheese. So let me go here and copy that code from here. Okay. So driver dot get title lowercase title search. Okay. So this is a keyword. I'm just copying it. So here it is our instance will be driver. So I'm just writing this. So I'm going to get title. Okay. They have done the validation here. Okay. So they are using the boolean. Okay. So they are checking this element. I mean, the title is starting with this particular letter or not, which is cheese. So if that no, they are validating this one as a true or false. So in our case, we'll just print them hello. Okay, so I'm going to give it in the sysop. Okay. So now we have done this. So we are not validating this if it is coming with the cheese. We are just going to print them. Let's see. So I'm going to run this feature now. Yeah, the Chrome driver is started successfully. Okay. It got entered the keyword called cheese here. Okay. So the driver will not close because we have not written the driver command. But here you can see this got terminated. That's the execution is done. And here you can see the title search. It is getting printed as a cheese hyphen Google search. Okay. This is what we are getting in the title. So let me make it as title. Okay. So let me run it again. You have to run it from the picture file. Okay. It got entered and it is looking for the keyword. Okay. So now here you can see the title we got it as a cheese Google search. Okay. So here we can write the assertion statement later. Now it is fine. Okay. So now we have successfully created the feature file. From the feature file, we have done the implementation for our step definition also. Okay. So now here when you click on the control and if you click on the respective step definitions, I mean in the feature file in the steps, it has to navigate to your respective page classes. I mean your step definitions. Okay. It is not working now. Why? Because we have to do one more setup. So right click on your project, just go to the configure, just do this option which is convert to Cucumber project. Okay. So when you do this, so some conversion will happen here. Here you can see the bottom of the corner, build project Cucumber. So this is being converted as a Cucumber project. Now here you can see it is coming as a MJ, which is Maven Java project. After this conversion come, you can see the Cucumber, that green color logo will come here on top of your project folder. Okay, so let's wait for some time. Okay, so now the conversion is done, all the process are done. Here you can see it became as, correct. You can see here the logo got changed from MJ to M Cucumber. You can see the logo here, right? So which is coming in the green color cucumber symbol. Okay, so now you can, here also you can see it is coming as a cucumber icon. So now if you just click on the steps that you want to navigate, you can see the right side, the steps are getting navigated, which means you can confirm that, okay, all the steps are, we have implemented. Okay, so if you want to debug something, or if you want to, if you have n number of step definition file, if you want to see where this is, so you just click on the control and just click on this one with the mouse left side, left click. So that will take you to the right step. I mean, where your step definition is placed. Okay. So now this is one way you can run it from the feature file. We are going to see one more thing. So when you go to this, the official website, here you can see running Cucumber options, right? So we have multiple options. You can run it from the JUnit runner class as well. Okay, so you can run from JUnit 5 and JUnit 4 also. So I think we have added the JUnit 4. Let me go to the form.xml. Yeah, we are using the JUnit 4. Okay, this is a dependency that by it will come as a default one when you create the Maven archetype project. Okay, so now we are going to use a runner class. So to create this runner class, so we have to create one more package here. I'm going to create one more package. The package name I'm going to give the name as runner. You can give it as a runner or you can give it as a test runner, anything is fine. So in the right side, I'm going to create one class. So the class name is test runner. Okay, so just complete this. So here I'm going to use this option which is coming from the Cucumber. So I have to use this run with options and Cucumber options. Okay, I'm just copying these two lines. Let's go here and paste it over here. Okay, so just do the import, that is fine. Okay, so now we have to add the things to here, which is basically you can add your plugin, which is nothing but your report kind of stuff you want to generate, or you can add your snippet, how your snippet want to generate. It has to be a camel case or underscore, or and we can use the dry run, which is by default the dry run will be false. So the dry run is nothing. It will make sure the feature files, whatever the steps that you have written in the feature file, it has the relevant or corresponding step definition mapped or not. Okay, that is what they do the dry run. And you can add this monochrome. Monochrome is nothing. If you have something like a special characters or some junk characters that is coming in the step definition, so that will make it as a readable format. Okay, that is for monochrome. And we can use the tags also. Tag we will see in the next videos, upcoming videos. So I'm going to pick only this feature. So first thing you have to pick up the feature files. Okay, so let's go to the Eclipse. So in the Cucumber options, so just click on enter. The first thing we have to tell where our feature is present. Okay, so features, this is what our feature file location. So just do the right click, go to properties, just get copied from only SRC test, that is fine. So after the features, I want to go for the step definition, which is glue. Okay, in the glue, you have to tell where your step definitions are kept. So in our class, it is under the package called steps. Okay, these two steps are very fine. If you want to go for add, dry run, or monochrome, the snippet type, everything is fine. But these two things are very basic. Okay, and you can use the reporting also. We'll see in the upcoming videos. So I'm going to run it from here also. So now we are using the JUnit runner. Similarly, you can use the test-ng also if you want to use the test-ng as a runner. For that one, you have to add the Cucumber test-ng plugin, I mean dependency to the form.xml. So now I'm using as a JUnit runner. You can see on the left side that the JUnit runner window is open. And the feature file name is Google search and the feature name is finding some cheese. So now it is going to launch the browser and it is going to execute the things. So this is also fine. Here you can see it got executed. So right now the driver is not closing. So we have to close the driver. For that one also, I'm going to write a code now. So in the search page, I mean, if you look at here, so they have written the after method to close the browser. So I will come to this after method, what is after and before. So before that, I will manually close the driver here by adding the driver.close now. Okay, so this is how we'll write the feature file. From the feature file, we will do the mapping for our respective step functions. Okay. Okay, in the same file, like I told in the first video, you can write multiple scenarios. Okay, I'm going to write one more scenario. Okay, the scenario name. Again, I'm going to do the same thing, like a find cucumber on Google. Okay. This is my scenario, and I'm going to write the step definitions. I mean, I'm going to write the steps given. I am okay. What I'm going to do, so this is the same thing. I'm going to reuse the same thing. Okay. Okay. So when I search for cucumber BDD, okay, then I validate the title. Okay. So sometimes cucumber as a keyword. Okay. So now if I just do the save, now you can see the same steps. Okay, these two steps. It is the same again, right? So you don't want to write one more step definition for the same test case. I mean, same step that you have already done in the previous feature file. Okay, because anyway, this both are going to do the same thing. So this one also is going to launch the driver, and this one also, I mean, same thing going to launch the Google browser, right? So here also the only the keyword is changed, so that also we can do the parameterize. Okay, only this one is got changed. So now I want to generate only the step definition for this particular thing. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to comment out this scenario by selecting this control slash. You can comment out this. Okay. So this one also I'm just going to comment out because I want to generate only this particular step definition snippet. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to the test runner. Okay. So here I have pointed my feature file under this particular location. Okay. So this is the only one feature I have. If you want to run only one feature, particularly if you have multiple features in the feature file, I mean the features package, then you have to give your file name also here. Okay, // google.feature or abc.feature. Okay. So now here I want to generate the step definition for this particular, I mean line. I'm going here. So earlier it was coming as an underscore, right? My step definitions are coming as with underscore. Now, I mean, there are some other ways also by using the snippets type. So just type snippets and snippets type. You can see here camel case, or you can go by the underscore. So I'm going to generate as a camel case. So put a colon here. That's it. Okay. So you can add this camel case. There was some issue with the import, so I have corrected it. So now I'm going to write this. So earlier we were getting the step definitions with underscore. Here you can see it is everything coming with underscore, right? So now will come as a camel case. So it is again, it is kind of like a template or snippets. How do you want to generate? That's it. So now I got the snippets here. You can see this is what the step. I'm just going to copy it here. I'll bring this down. Okay, so these are the step definitions that is missing. Let me copy this. Go to the same here. I'm going to enter this. I get this. Okay. So here, if you look at this, this is coming as an underscore model, and this is coming with a camel case. Okay, this is also one more option that you can use this. If you want to generate the step definitions in the camel case instead of underscore, you can do this. Okay. So now let's go to the feature file. So here also, let me enable this feature. Okay. So now if I save this, this yellow color warning will go. Now I can navigate by clicking the control. Okay. So it is coming here. So here also, I'm just going to print only the system and again title driver dot get title. Okay. So now let me run this. You can run it from the test runner also. Since I have commented my the first scenario, it has to run only the second scenario, which is find Cucumber on Google. Okay, it is typing as a Cucumber BDD. Yeah. So the driver dot close we have written in this particular step. So that's the reason the driver is not closed here. Okay. So now if I can see the Google, I mean the title is coming as a Cucumber BDD Google search. Okay. So similarly, n number of scenarios you can have in the single feature. For example, we are writing the logins, right? So the login is contain your login as well as logout. And the login with the multiple scenarios, like for example, valid scenario or invalid scenarios, you can write for n number of scenarios in the feature file. Okay. So this is how we'll create the feature files and we will map the step definitions and we'll create the test runner for executing our feature files. Okay. So in our next video, we'll see the next topics like how to use the tags and how to use the hooks and all. Okay, so right now we are not using any hooks. So we are starting the browser by one of the step definitions. Here you can see we are starting the browser. So instead of having this in the step definition, we can move it as a hooks where we will use some annotations like a before after tag. Okay, and we'll go for the next one, which is a tags and some options also available. We can run our Cucumber feature file from the Maven command also. Okay, so that we'll see in the upcoming video. Thank you guys.